Are you excited? Because now it comes to the really easy, simple skirt. So quick. All you have to do is close the side seams. I've overlocked them, of course, first. You can do it in one go as well. Don't have to do it like really nicely like I do here. Actually, it's jersey dress, but I wanted to iron them apart and, you know, proper dressmaking. So 1 centimeter seam allowance all the way to the hem. And then we're going to iron those seams apart. Overlock around the hem. So quick and easy, depending on which fabric you use. Not when it's 100% cotton, but any other fabric, it took me like 40 minutes, 30 minutes, it's so quick. All we're going to do is stitch in the overlocking edge there, turn it up about 1.2, 1.3 centimeters, just over a centimeter actually, and then you just let that glide through the sewing machine. Very important that you have a fixed point on your foot that's sort of over to the right. It'll be just a little bit less than presser foot width, I think, or presser foot width. I'm going for that one little line that's just to the left of it, and that's all I concentrate on as I go around. And then again, as you can see, it's stretched again. So what do? Yeah, you got to steam it all back in. And now we can attach the bodice and the skirt. So I'm going to turn my bodice inside out. Before I do that, I mark the centers so that I can line up the centers of the skirt with the centers of the bodice and the side seams of the skirt with the side seams of the bodice. So it's basically quartet. It's very, very easy. I love it. He loves it. Another snip on this side. Excellent. Now there is my top turned inside out, and I'm just going to stick that over my skirt. There you go. Make sure that the seam allowances stay apart. I've got that. Oh, it's hard to get in actually because we've got so many layers there. And the next thing we need to talk about is what stitch do you use when you do this waistline. Now on this fabric, which you know doesn't really stretch very much or it doesn't recover, the last thing you want to do is stretch it. It is so stretched already. So I used a bob standard stitch. I didn't do anything different than I would normally, and that was absolutely fine. If you have a fabric which has got good recovery, 25% is what you get when you have this lycra in it or elastane, then you can stretch it as you go, and that's fine too. If you're using a very stable, say, interlock with elastane, what you really want to do is use the triple stitch, because otherwise the threads will break when you put it on. So for a very stable interlock with elastane, I would recommend that you use the triple stitch. Indeed, for all the interlocks, I would say triple stitch is a good one for that one. If it's just one of your flimsy jerseys which rolls up on the side, beautiful for a summer dress, and you can stretch it as you go and use a standard stitch. If you're using 100% cotton and you can see it, if it looks like mine and it stretches, you don't need to do anything. You just use a bob standard stitch and that'll do it. And then you just sew that. Now the next step is just to overlock it all the way around, and that's basically your beautiful dress done. It's just lovely. I'm absolutely, you know, in love with this dress. I think you will love this too. Look at that. So you've learned how to do binding and how to put together a very nice knit dress. Hopefully I see you again for another item in our jersey collection. Bye for now.